Lord, it will be given. Charles Spurgeon was born on June 19, 1834 in England to devout parents. He was saved at a very young age and became a great preacher in his youth. His speeches worked like living flames in many places. After the Apostle Paul, there was no great preacher like Spurgeon. At one point, Spurgeon went to the city of Bristol. He was to speak in 3 of the largest Baptist churches in town. At that time, he hoped to be able to collect £300 of money, which was immediately needed for the orphanage he was running. That's when the money came into his hand. As the last night of his stay was drawing to a close, he heard the Lord's voice saying, "Give the money to George Muller." Spurgeon said instead, "But I want the orphans in the orphanage in the city of London, Lord." But again the same voice was heard saying, "Give the £300 to George Muller." The next morning Spurgeon went into Muller's orphanage. Muller was praying on his knees with the Bible open in front of him. The famous preacher Spurgeon put his hand on Muller's shoulder and said, "Muller, the Lord told me to give you this £300. Take these." Then Muller said, "Well, my dear Spurgeon, I'll be watching the Lord for that sum." When Spurgeon returned to London, there was a letter on his desk with his name on it. When he opened it, there was a cheque for 300 guineas. When Spurgeon saw it, he said with indescribable joy that the Lord had returned my £300 with 300 shillings interest. "Iud it will be given to you." Luke 6:38.